Okay. I just need to make sure I'm gonna do this. It's gonna count down 30 seconds. What's going on, everybody? This is Settle Down Live. It's our first first trial run at this. Really what this is for anyone that doesn't know. I would say just for us to, have some fun with it. And we know we have all of our, podcasts that talk about certain things, but it's not to say that we don't have any opinions on, say, like Super Bowl, or if you guys have anything on hockey, stuff like that. So this is just kind of a, I don't know, little fun thing to do that we're going to try out, see how it works this year. And yeah, if anyone has any suggestions that's listening or wants to hear us talk about, throw it in the chat. Kind of like the old days, what we used to do, doing it live. But now we're going to do it on this thing. So fellas, Ant and Zach, first one's in here so far. What is, how has your day been going? How's the week? And I know you're excited that the Niners lost the Super Bowl. So like, what's your thought?
I just think it's hilarious. Like all around, it's just funny. I mean, no offense to any Niner fans, like truly, because they are like some of our best friends, right? But it's just funny to hear to see it happen every single year. It's our year. We're winning this. We're the best team in the NFL. Well, 7 times a charm, right, fellas? Seventh time is a charm, I guess now.
For months, they're roided up Cowboys.
They are. I brought this up. So I brought this up in the end zone yesterday, and I told Zach, and I was like, Zach, you guys are basically the California Cowboys. Like, there's no difference, and the only difference between, and he agreed. I was like, okay, cool. But the funny thing is like the only difference between you guys now, between the Cowboys and the Niners, is the Cowboys will go to the playoffs and lose first round or second round in the playoffs and give their fans a little bit of hope, but not much. Niners will go all the way, giving their fans the top tier of hope, and then just shatter. And then it's just all shattered. And that's the only difference. It's just how far each team goes. And
yeah. Zooch, I don't know. Oh, no, I did send you this video, and we obviously had to Cody Cam live. Shout out to Cody if he's listening. But that was a lot of fun to do. Zooch, did you you were nervous? I feel like we were both kind of nervous for Cody, or just like Niner fans in general, because it was a close game. And it just, man, last second, Patrick Mahomes just did what he did.
Well, we knew it was over, and Cody just was silent for the last.
Yeah.
I gotta hear this. Like, how was the room? What was like the environment in the room? Like, I wasn't there for it.
It was going good, and right when they started to lose, a bunch of other people showed up that were like not even really like they weren't being like bad or anything like that. They were just being like cheering for the Chiefs, and it just got progressively louder and louder.
Yeah, it got.
How irritated was Cody with all that?
I mean,
what's that?
He wasn't like totally irritated, I don't think. It was more of like, I don't know. I wouldn't say like he was pissed or anything at them. Like, I think he was really stressed on the inside. Right. In the first half, he was pretty loud and excited. And then the second half, I don't think he really said a word. And it was kind of once that, because they were up, 10 before the half? And then the Chiefs just slowly started coming back. The Niners couldn't do anything. And yeah, it definitely got pretty quiet up in that house, especially at the end. Bailey was probably the only one that was cheering for the Chiefs, and she was like excited. She's a Cowboys fan, so she's going to hate on the Niners, of course.
Yeah, right.
But
I know she was a Cowboys fan.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was very quiet at that point. And then Cody walked outside.
Was that outside or in his room?
No, he walked
No.
straight outside.
out the
Oh,
door.
that was out. So that was the front door.
Yeah, yeah. And then he ripped his shirt in half, or like ripped it like
Hulk Hogan
Hulkamania.
style.
Yeah. And then, which he's upset. I get it. Your team,
Yeah.
Disappoints 2-3 years in a row, or what, 4 years in a row, or
This is
2
6.
times 6. Yeah.
This is 6 years in a row that the Niners have either choked in the NFC Championship or the Super Bowl.
Damn. Yeah. So I feel I get it. I've had the Sharks are the same way. So I definitely know that feeling, but the Super Bowl is just tough. Like, you really can't get away from it.
No.
I will say though that I think losing like a Shark like Stanley Cup is worse than the Super Bowl, because the Super Bowl is done. I mean, that game took forever because it's the Super Bowl, but it's only one game. I feel like there's nothing worse than like a 7-game series where you can like, you're like, all right, well, we're down 3-1, but we get the next game at home. So if we should win that one. We're at home. We got home ice, and then we just got to steal one on the road, and then we get games like it's like a week long.
Right.
Yeah.
Week long of watching your team in a battle, and then they lose it. Like that's heartbreaking for sure.
Yeah, it was a lot, but that's how sports go, I guess.
I do want to know what your guys' reaction was to Drake Greenlaw hurting himself when celebrating and then running onto the field. My reaction was I started laughing hysterically. Like I was like,
I mean, we saw it obviously happen like
mm-hmm.
on the replays and stuff, and we were all kind of confused. And then I don't know, it's hard because Cody was there and we didn't want to laugh at him, but
right.
It just felt like time after time there was someone getting hurt, and I don't know, like, how many people got hurt that game on the Niners? Like
Debo.
Well, so
Debo
got hurt. Kittle got hurt at the very end because I saw him running into the tunnel to the locker room.
That was where it went poorly for them too, because he got hurt and that backup came in and got a holding call.
Was that in overtime? I forget if that was in overtime or at the end of the fourth quarter.
I'm pretty sure it's the overtime, because we were sitting there saying like I would not go back to the locker room.
Right.
Yeah.
At this point in time, which he came back out for that drive. They might be cursed. I'll just put it that way. You have a dude who's like warming up and tears his Achilles. Last year you had legitimately both your quarterbacks get hurt, and you're putting Christian McCaffrey back there.
Yep.
Like I seriously can't think of another team.
Quarterbacks got hurt for them.
I thought they just had Josh Johnson and Purdy. Like whoever got hurt in the beginning of the year, Trey Lance, I guess. But I'm talking about
Trey Lance.
Specifically the game.
Yeah, the game. Yeah, you're right on that. Then 2 quarterbacks injured.
The other day,
as quarterback.
Greenlaw gets hurt, and then they can't stop Travis Kelce for the rest of the game. Then what's his face gets hurt, George Kittle, and they get a holding penalty. They miss the extra point gets blocked.
Niners were just in shambles at that point.
Yeah, I think they are genuinely cursed. And like I don't know, I do get the comparison to the Cowboys because I mean, those are 2 rival teams and they give each other shit. But man, like the Niners give a lot of shit to the Cowboys for that kind of stuff. Like, oh, they can't make it to here, which the Niners, they do make or they've been able to advance in the playoffs. Something the Cowboys really haven't been able to do. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, I feel like that championship is a whole lot more important than just making it to the Super Bowl.
Right. And fun fact now, too, the Cowboys have won a Super Bowl more recently than the Niners.
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
That is true. They could always use that against them.
They can. Absolutely. Zach explained it very perfectly with how the Niners are, because he said it's a mixture between the Cowboys, but also the 90s Bills. Because the Bills, he said that the Bills went to the Super Bowl 4 times in a row. 4 times in a row and lost all 4.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's also a good comparison. That's also pretty good. And
no, that's fair.
I don't know. I don't know what the Niners need to do, but it's not looking
The
good.
thing is, they don't need to do like they don't need to do anything really. They just need to. It's not like they're getting like there's something you can look at and be like that's what they're missing.
You're right, because there is
Like,
nothing
I can't think
say.
of anything. They quarterback's good enough, best running back in the league, good wide receivers. I guess they thought you needed to fire the defensive coordinator because they did that yesterday. I think maybe it was this morning, but I think it was yesterday.
That was yesterday, yeah.
So, I mean, I don't like. They kind of were just like I thought I was trying to tell Cody outside, and I was like, they're just kind of. I mean, I was telling Sean the whole game and telling Cody too. I was like, they need to take advantage of being up because if you are like tied and Patrick Mahomes gets the ball, you know how this ends.
Yeah,
it ends that way every time he gets like. Ask the Bills. He went down the field in like 4 seconds in that NFC title game a couple years ago.
No, it's true. Yeah, I think they just have been plagued with, I guess, just bad luck. I mean, playing Patrick Mahomes, but I mean, I also like I know you and I talked about this, and like, it's not like Patrick Mahomes played out of his mind that game.
He didn't.
I feel like, I mean, towards the end, he kind of just did what he had to do. There was a lot of checkdowns I saw.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, I mean, obviously they won, so it doesn't really matter that much. But it's still Patrick Mahomes. You can't give him – I remember telling Zooch when the Niners were up a field goal, there was still 2 minutes left, and I looked at him, and I was just like, that's not enough time. Like, that's too much time to give Patrick Mahomes. I thought they were going to end it on a touchdown and finish it, but luckily the defense came up and was able to just get a field goal. And then – I mean, in overtime, there was a 4th and 1. I remember, like, I filmed it because I was like, this could be the end. This could be the end. They could stop them right here. 4th and 1. They drop back for a pass, and Patrick Mahomes takes it and runs. And it's just one of those things
for
where
10, 15 yards?
Yeah. 15 yards. Like, how are they not watching that? I don't know.
It's the same thing. Like, it's what Brady would do. And I don't think Mahomes is better than Brady. I think he still has to do a lot.
He's got to do a lot.
That. But the Patriots would be in that same situation all the time. And some team is beating them, and then they get the ball with a couple minutes left. And it's same situation, like 3rd and 5, 4th and 2, whatever it is. And then Tom Brady would just take off up the middle for like 18 yards and like slide down.
Not Brady, though. Brady wasn't much of a runner, though. He would always just he would find Gronk. Back then, right? He would find Gronk. He'd find Edelman. He'd find Chris Hogan. He would find Danny Amendola. Like, he'd find those guys just somehow open and just sling it right to them. Somehow first down and puts them out of bounds. Like, I don't know. It's crazy. It's definitely crazy. Patrick Mahomes, Zach and I talked about it. Patrick Mahomes right now is, for this generation right now that we're in of quarterbacks and everything, Patrick Mahomes is Tom Brady in that sense. Patrick Mahomes is not better than Tom Brady, though. I think that comparison between the two has got to stop right now. Patrick Mahomes may look better right now in his first 7 years than Tom Brady, but he has still so much work to do to get to that point. And that's why I think the comparisons just have got to stop. Like, he's still got a long ways to go, a lot of years left.
He does.
Yeah, but he's already at 3 Super Bowls too. If he gets a 3-peat next year, like, you can legitimately start, I think, making I know Brady has 7.
Right.
You can only have 4, but if you have
a 3-peat,
like, I don't think they're particularly close right now either, but he's also 28 years old.
He's 28 right now. Yeah.
So
I don't. I mean, I think it's tough because yes, you can. Obviously, they're going to make the comparisons to Brady at this point, especially winning as many games as he has, or Super Bowls as he has at this age. But like you said, he does have some more work to do. But like Zooch said, if he gets that 3rd 3-peat, or if he gets that 3-peat, it's hard to avoid that. And really not, I don't know. It would be hard to not compare him to Brady. So why wouldn't you at that point?
No, that's definitely fair. I think that's just also a little bit more.
Those holds were wild, Brandon. They were wild. But
Brandon, just know that people will look at this one day and hold this against you if you're in the NHL.
Yeah. Yeah. They will see that.
I personally, like, it's me being biased at that point though as well, right? I never want to say Patrick Mahomes is the GOAT. I don't want to.
Yeah.
It's Tom Brady.
That's
But
fair.
that's also just me being very biased in that sense as well.
The fact I saw this, which I don't know how I knew this or didn't know this, but the fact that Brady has more rings than any team, like he has more rings than the Patriots do, even though
And the
six of
and the
them.
Steelers. The Steelers and Patriots both have 6.
Part of it though too, and like I'll put it in a hockey sense. So when Tom Brady first started, the NFL didn't throw it like they do now. It was a run first league.
Right.
So I think a genuine comparison is, who do you guys think is a better hockey player? Not who is the best ever. Who do you think is a better hockey player, Connor McDavid or Wayne Gretzky?
Okay. Yeah. No, that's a good point. I mean, in terms of
what
actual
those
skill,
Like if you basically, skill, like who do you think he has more skill than Wayne Gretzky?
yeah, I think he does.
Okay.
But
do you think he probably is better conditioned than Wayne Gretzky was?
yes,
Do you think
Wayne
he'll
Gretzky
play
was eating
longer?
McDonald's. Yes, he will.
So it's I've never liked like GOAT comparisons because like
Yeah. That's
yeah,
true.
Wayne Gretzky is the best hockey. Like he has all the stats that are never going to get beaten in a lot of those categories, like points and that kind of stuff. But I think if you put film on of Wayne Gretzky and Connor McDavid, Connor McDavid is bigger, faster, stronger,
Yeah.
a better skater. Like
Well, he is.
all
Mhm.
that's not, and it doesn't take away from Wayne Gretzky. Wayne Gretzky was
No.
incredible, but things are like you didn't have the training and stuff that you do
Yeah.
now back then.
Yeah.
There was no, personal chef and somebody who like they didn't even probably at that point have why am I thinking like private flights?
Yeah, that too. They're all
Mhm,
flying
right.
Like everything
Yeah.
an athlete does now, for the most part, is like they have a doctor for it. They have a trainer. They have a nutritionist. They have their own. And Wayne Gretzky probably had like his own ice rink, I'm sure, at some point. But you didn't have the stuff you have now, which I think benefits. Like same thing in baseball. Like you'll sit there and see guys now when they strike out, or even in hockey, football, whatever it is, and they immediately get on like the iPad or whatever the Microsoft one is called, and can like
Mhm.
look over stuff. Like a batter can be like, "Oh, this is what the pitcher threw." You used to not have like it used to be like you had to kind of know when you went up there, like, all right, this is what he's throwing. Like you had to really pay attention to him, and then when you came up to bat, you could see that. And nowadays, you're like, you immediately can get on something and look at what just happened. So
No,
there's
it's true.
a lot more benefits now.
Yeah.
For athletes, I think.
I think what's tough about the whole GOAT talk is so bringing it back to Wayne Gretzky, I feel like his skill compared to everyone else that was playing was miles above what McDavid's skill is compared to everyone else, right? I think
Right.
McDavid is the number one player in the NHL right now. But I mean, there's people that are pretty close to him in skill, but I think in Wayne Gretzky's time, there really wasn't anyone like him.
No, and
that's what makes him so, or made him so great, and still makes him so great. I think same with Brady, but go ahead.
Even like you see now, like with the Spit and Chicklets guys, they basically say like we can't keep up.
Yeah,
like they were good. Like Ryan Whitney was like a top 5 pick, wasn't he? Maybe he was number 6, but he was a high draft, like a lottery pick.
Yeah,
and he said I couldn't keep. Like I started watching these guys, I'm like I literally cannot skate with how these guys skate, and I think that's what you're saying is, like they have changed some like. Since 2000, I would even say, like maybe a little bit before then, it has changed so much to where it has to be like 24/7 that you're focused on being like, you'll get the random guy every once in a while who doesn't have to work as hard or whatever it is.
Yeah.
But like this guy, Tom Brady, like would eat avocado ice cream. There was, I guarantee you, not a single person in the NFL in the 70s, 80s, or 90s eating avocado ice cream to like his whole life revolved around playing football. And it used to, like, I just feel like it used to not be like oh, my whole life is around, playing basketball. I'm going to watch what I eat 24/7, 365. I am not going to go do this 2-week trip because unless there's like a gym there for me because I have to work out and stuff like that. So
I feel like another reason why, like, you can't necessarily compare it all to, especially with football, right? Like the GOAT conversation, like who's better, Tom Brady or Patrick Mahomes, right? Straight up, it's two completely different eras in time.
Yeah.
When it came to Tom Brady's prime and right now Patrick Mahomes' prime, right? You got right now with Patrick Mahomes, you have the NFL being kind of soft when it comes to defensemen hitting the quarterback, right? So Patrick Mahomes is not getting as hard. When you got Tom Brady, who went up against Ray Lewis, or Tom Brady said his least favorite guy he went up against, Ed Reed, hated going up against him, but all these other guys, like, not afraid to hit anyone. And on top of that too, you got the whole system now with the quarterbacks where you got the mics in the head in the helmet now and all that jazz. And Tom Brady did not have that. At least when he first started, I believe they didn't have that, right? As time went on, yeah, sure, he had that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
even just past quarterbacks as well, like, and all that. I don't know.
Well, I know they say it's CTE reasons too, but I think part of the reason they're more offensively friendly is think about how many people watch the NFL now because of fantasy.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
To me, that brought in a whole new contingent of
No,
man,
I mean,
like the NFL would be huge either way. I'm not saying that it's only big because of fantasy football, but there's a lot of people who really pay attention to the NFL because of fantasy football. It's there's 50 apps for it. There's magazines for it. There's legitimate podcasts that just focus on, fantasy football.
Yeah.
So it's
and how to make your team better. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's part of why you've seen so much offense. Not that CTE doesn't have anything to do with it, but I also think if you're playing a contact sport, that's, it shouldn't be shocking to you. That's not good to get multiple concussions. That shouldn't have been shocking to you before CTE became a thing, however many years ago, because if you ever hit your head really hard, you're like, oh, that probably wasn't freaking good because I'm now crying. There's tears in my eyes and I blacked out when that just happened. So
yeah, no, that's a good point. I think, like you said, with football, fantasy football, I think also football just has everything that's right about it to be the most popular sport in the world. It's got 3 days on TV guaranteed, Sunday, Monday, Thursday. It's one game a week that you are anticipating. It's not a 7-game series like all these other, literally basketball, hockey, and baseball in playoffs. They all have these 7-game series that you have to watch. I personally like them. I think it's fun to watch those. I think all of us can agree that NHL playoffs are the most entertaining, at least to us. But the simplicity of the NFL and how it's one game, I think, adds to its popularity. People don't need to follow along with all 82 games how you would in basketball and hockey, and then 164 baseball games. No one in their not every single person, no one can watch every single baseball game. No one, it's possible, but no one can really watch every single hockey game or basketball game. But there is a way you can watch every single NFL game all at once. And I think that's what NFL has over all the other sports, is just being able to capitalize on all that audience. And like I said, they have pretty much exclusiveness on Sundays. If any other sport tries to have a game on a Sunday, good luck, because football is going to surpass that in any sense.
Right.
So, and it's not that football's bad or anything, but I don't know. Football's obviously not my favorite sport, but it's the most popular because of how they've set everything up. Also, fantasy football, like you said, helps with what fantasy football helps just with engagement and people wanting to actually watch the game. And all the other fantasy sports, like Zach, you and I have done fantasy baseball, but it is tough to watch every single player or know what's going on. Whereas football, you can literally watch every single player that you have on your team throughout the week. You can watch their play. Like, it's just a lot harder with all those other sports. So I think that's why football has become so popular, and Taylor Swift now. But
it's a sport I watch the most by far. But
football?
I enjoy fantasy baseball more than I enjoy fantasy football. But I know it's not for everyone. I enjoy the NHL playoffs more than I enjoy the NFL playoffs. And I definitely enjoy college football as a whole more than I enjoy the NFL. But I know that college football isn't even in the same in the South, but in the rest of the country, it's not even in the same hemisphere as
NFL.
The NFL.
NFL is on its own level. And I mean, worldwide, I mean, soccer is obviously the biggest sport worldwide, but I mean, how often do they play? Scott, I know you're in here. I see your little soccer ass. I don't even know how many games they play. I know Brandon loves soccer too. I feel like soccer, you can kind of watch everything. I know Brandon posts on his story every day about whatever Inter Milan is doing.
In between ice cream scoops.
Yeah, in between ice cream scoops, he's watching stuff like that. So I think it's just the ease of watching it. Football has the cake. They take the cake for that. Just with their pretty much monopoly on Monday, Thursday, and Sunday.
Right.
And even Saturday, you get freaking, what was it, Brandon? Okay, 36 games in domestic leagues for soccer, which is pretty much a little under half of what NHL and basketball plays. So, I think NFL's just got a good thing going. One game per week, excluding Europe, says Brandon. Yeah, so I mean, it's a lot like American football.
See, it's confusing for Americans. Like that, like don't even know what that means.
Sorry, 38, not 36. Okay.
38.
36 is Germany,
says Brandon. Okay. Well, yeah.
That's on game, boy.
Oh, there he is. He just walked out. I thought he couldn't get on, or is he with his sister?
He's with his sister.
Oh, nice. But yeah, I don't know. Any other thoughts about the NFL or Super Bowl or?
No, I got everything out. Unless if you guys want to mention anything about the Super Bowl, how you guys felt about it, or we can just move on.
Okay, I thought this about the commercials. I don't know. I feel like nowadays they kind of release all the commercials before the Super Bowl even happens. So I don't know. I feel like the commercials this year were kind of cheeks. I didn't really pay attention to a lot of them. There were a couple funny ones, but
I was going to say, because I didn't pay attention to a lot of them either, but I feel like it's, how should I word this? Like, I feel like when you used to watch a Super Bowl, you could always count on like Coke having a commercial. I always remember Doritos having a commercial, like Mountain Dew,
M&M's.
What's that?
The M&M's even
I feel like I used to remember like those companies having commercials, and like this year the ones I remember is the Jesus washing the feet of the people.
Yeah.
That commercial. The Temu or whatever that is. I didn't even know what that was until
oh my god, yeah. Temu had like 3.
Yeah, they had it. And I also hate that like movies now, the Twisters movie looks good. If you haven't seen the original, you should watch that. Bill Paxton.
That's the one? Is that the tornado one?
Yeah, it came out in like the 90s, but now
Bill Paxton?
they're making a sequel with
no way.
Not Glenn. Yeah, Glenn Powell.
Oh, okay.
Not Glenn Howard and Glenn Powell.
Glenn Powell, okay.
But I was gonna say, like, they showed the whole movie, but I hate when these movies now, and Marvel does it specifically. They're always like, watch the whole trailer online. No, you're freaking Disney. You have the money to put the whole trailer.
Yeah,
you have the money for a Super Bowl ad.
Yeah,
right.
Like, show the whole thing. But like, I remember the RFK Jr. commercial.
Yeah,
that one I remember, but I don't remember like seeing. And I'm sure they had one, but I don't remember seeing like. Or Doritos did have one. They had the one with the chick from Scream.
Which
really?
chick from Scream?
The first,
Jenna
like the main
Ortega.
chick. Oh, that's right.
Because it was like the grandma was trying to like steal the bag. So Doritos did have one. I do remember that one now, but
they did. It was but it wasn't. It was like Doritos. It was the two grandmas. Yeah, like something. Yeah, I remember that one. What was I gonna say? Oh, did you see Kanye's ad? I don't even remember that coming up.
I
But
don't
you
either.
see-
I didn't.
I don't remember that one.
I don't at all either. Apparently, for those of you that didn't see it, it was Kanye promoting Yeezys, and he was like, "Well, we spent all the money on the Super Bowl ads, so we didn't have any money to produce it. But just go to Yeezy.com. I'll put it on the screen and like flash it down below." It was literally filmed like vertical, like on his iPhone. He filmed it and put it on the internet or on the TV actually. But yeah, I thought that was pretty funny, and I don't know. I guess it's a marketing strategy, I guess, because it got us talking about it. But
Absolutely.
yeah, I think overall, what would you guys rate that Super Bowl out of 10?
It was a good
In all,
game.
we
but
didn't even
it's
talk
not
about halftime. Usher, which I felt like the halftime show was pretty good. I know some people gave it some shit, but
I honestly
I
didn't
li-
mind it. I thought it was
Yeah.
all right. I thought it was good. I give it a solid maybe 7.5 out of 10 or something like that. Definitely one of the better
Yeah.
ones we've seen in a while, I will say.
I will. Yeah, I agree. Who was last year's? Was it The Weeknd? Or was that the year before?
Last year's was Rihanna.
last year.
Oh, that's right. That's right. She was pregnant or something. I don't remember.
Yeah, that was like
Still
she was
the best
pregnant. That
ever
was like
is-
the whole
Prince
point.
is still the best ever, bar none.
Prince's, yeah.
Yeah,
What year was that? Was that like
that was 93.
7. It was not 93.
07?
I thought it was
Yeah.
93. Honestly, I was kind of throwing out a number.
No, 93. I want to say 93 was Michael Jackson because they used to not have like the Super Bowl halftime shows we know. It used to be like bands.
93 was Michael Jackson. Okay, and then 90
Mm.
was it 97? I kind of want to look.
What
that up
year
now.
they do
Prince
that?
was 2007 because I remember
Okay.
watching it with my mom and grandma. Like my grandmother was out
Okay.
watching it, but
Okay,
his was like I enjoyed Prince's because he like it just strikes me as like type of person that won't have like if it's gonna be bad, he's not gonna do it.
Yeah.
So
Let's
I
go big or go home. Yeah, he
thank you, Brendan.
what do you say? Zooch is he is. What was I gonna say about that? I've been seeing this go around. It was the Indiana Jones like halftime show that they did. Is that what you're talking about? How they used to do these halftime shows? Was
So from what I have read, it used to be like the Rose Bowl band, like UCLA would do the
Oh.
halftime show, right? Like they would
Right,
have like
yeah.
a legitimate like college band do it,
yeah,
and a bunch of people used to turn it off because they're like, I don't want to watch a pep band or whatever do a
yeah.
halftime show. So that's when they
Halftime
brought
show.
Michael Jackson in.
Oh, okay.
So, but like it's weird now. Like Usher, or as ludicrous as Ursher, it like he's kind of relevant now. But like I remember in 2000 or 2001, that was here's Jess.
Hey, Jess.
Hey, you're live
You
on the
guys being
internet. What's
nerds.
up, Jess? Yeah, we are.
So it was it was Britney Spears was there, Justin NSYNC was there, and Aerosmith, and like Nelly was there, and I want to say Missy Elliott was there. So it used to be, like people who were relevant. This was like 2000 or 2001. So like it used
Yeah.
to be, I feel like people who are relevant for like that time. And I think the next year, like Bono did one. It was like the post 9/11 one. So you had
Oh,
Bono
yeah, I
doing
remember that.
one, which people
not
liked
remember that,
his. The Who did one.
Yep.
The Black Eyed Peas did one year. But I don't know.
remember
I
that
feel
one.
like people put too much into it, like thinking it's like a 15-minute show. Like I don't know really
Yeah.
what you're expecting. Like
Mhm.
they're not gonna, do 8 songs. You're gonna get like clips of like maybe 4 or 5 songs, and then they're gonna do their one like the year Aerosmith did it. They did Walk This Way. What's the song from the that they did for that Armageddon movie? I Don't Want to Miss a Thing. They did that one. Like
yeah.
NSYNC did Bye Bye, but it was like all really like
Okay.
extremely
Yeah.
fast, and they like
Very
all
quick,
did it
yeah.
together.
Mhm.
They did like a verse and one chorus, and then
Yeah,
called
like
it
the
good.
parts that everyone
Yeah.
can sing, and then the other
Yeah.
parts they were like, "We're not doing
Yeah,
that
they
part."
just left it
So
out. Yeah. No, that makes sense. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I think we've seen worse Super Bowl halftime. I liked it when Ludacris and all them came out.
That was cool.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. And he was like skating on roller skates. Did you see him fall though? I saw him fall for like a split second. I don't know
yeah,
if you
he
guys caught
was-
that.
oh,
I
saw
did, yeah.
He almost ate shit on his face, but
30 are you coming on?
well, he
Huh.
is. Make him bark. But yeah, overall, did we give a number on that Super Bowl? Like in total, just with commercials, game, and halftime? I'd probably give it 7.5.
That's what
No,
I would say the same.
It wasn't super memorable, but
No, it was
7.5.
memorable for some. For some people,
For
it will
some.
be memorable. I can name about 8 people. Did he just gulp? I heard that.
yeah,
I just heard him gulp. That's funny.
she has an
Um,
upset tummy.
Gally said, "Go Flames." They are playing the Sharks right now. Oh, when I get down, Gally said he might hop on if he gets down from Bogus. Gally, we'll let you know if we're still recording then. But the Sharks are beating the Flames right now, so I don't want to hear your Go Flames talk in the chat. Sharks are actually winning a game. It's crazy. But
you know who's choking a lot lately is the Bruins, man. They lost to the Kraken 4-0 today.
Dustin Wolf is playing, Brandon? Oh shit, I didn't know that. Dustin Wolf's a kid I played with back in what? I was probably like 6. But now he's an NHL legend now, and I'm sitting on this TV screen talking to a camera. So that's how our lives are going. But what else did I want to bring up? Oh, NCAA 25. Zuch, I know you're excited for this. And I don't know how much you've played of the college football games.
I played the college football games when I was a kid. I don't have like insane, like crazy cool memories with the games. I like those games to me were like Halo and all, and like the older Call of Duties for me.
Yeah.
But I remember playing those games, and I did have a lot of fun playing them with friends and everything. Just wasn't like as like I don't know. It's not as hyped up for me personally. But I'm still like very excited for this to be released because I'm like I remember loving it. I remember liking it more than Madden, honestly. I couldn't tell you why I like it more than Madden though. I really couldn't. I just know I've always liked it better than Madden, and I'm honestly really excited for it.
Yeah, I don't know, Zeus. What do you think it is that? I mean, for me, I love college football, so it kind of just goes hand in hand, obviously. But I remember getting, I think it was NCAA 12 or 13 for Christmas one day, and just playing that all day. Those games always were a lot of fun. Why?
I'm about to out myself on how much older I am than you guys. Which really is only. That's not even really it, because you're what, 23, Sean?
24.
22? 20. Okay,
24.
even better. I'm 29. So yeah, I'm about 5 years older than you guys. But do you guys want to know what the first year I bought NCAA was? And granted, I was a weird kid. Like I would get up and turn on like ESPN instead of cartoons. But just take a guess at the first NCAA I bought.
I feel like, was it before I was born?
Was it before?
You weren't very old.
Okay. Was it like NCAA 02?
02.
Yeah.
No way.
PS2.
Wow.
Damn. Who was on the cover?
PlayStation 2.
Remember?
That one I want to say was Chris Winkie, I think, from Florida State. You can look that up.
Okay.
I'm not positive. I know the cover was
right
Florida
now.
State. I'm pretty sure for 02.
Okay. And it's double checking, fact checking. We should just play.
Who was on the cover of NCAA football 2002? Who would you say was Zuch?
I think it was Chris Winkie.
Yes,
it was.
Yes.
Well, me and Zuch played this game, but we can try to play this right now. But me and Zuch have played this where, what was it? Oh, it was NHL covers. We tried to go down and guess who was on each cover.
Yeah, bring it up, man. Go to like 2000. Go to like 60. Nintendo 64 would be hard, but go to like
doing NHL or NCAA?
covers.
Yeah,
NCAA. I think I could do. Then we can
I
do
couldn't do
NCAA.
it.
I think I can name
Okay.
all the NCAA
NHL.
ones.
And all the NCAAs. Okay.
Yeah.
All.
Do NHL first.
Oh,
Because I
NHL.
want to see what
okay.
I can get.
All NHL. I'm just gonna do
EA
this.
coverage.
Who
whatever it
was
is.
on all the NHL
Look up
covers?
EA NHL cover athletes,
Okay.
2000 to 2024 or something.
It should bring up like a
EA.
Wikipedia page.
EA NHL cover athletes. What was the
EA NHL
years?
cover athletes, 2000 to 2024. We'll see.
Okay. Okay. Yep, I got a Wikipedia thing right here. Okay,
Brandon, was
from
that
2000. Starting with NHL 2000.
I don't
Okay.
know if I could get that. Oh, no, 2001 was Owen Nolan. Who was 2000?
Yeah,
Do you know,
knew
Zach?
that
You
one.
are
What
right with
team was it?
2001.
What
the
team was
Blues,
it?
St. Louis.
Chris Pronger?
Yes.
Damn. Okay.
So,
2002.
and you got 2001 with Owen Nolan.
Yep. I have that one right up there. Somewhere you guys
2002.
can see it.
Do you guys want me to give you guys at least the team? Like,
If
what
we
the
can't get it
team
right
was?
away, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
2002.
I don't even know how to say this guy's name.
What team is it?
Pittsburgh Penguins.
Was it Mario Lemieux?
Yes.
You don't know that name, Ant?
I didn't know how to say the
Come
last
on!
name.
I'm more.
No, I didn't know how to say the last name because of my.
Mario Lemieux
This
is
is
a
a-
legend.
No, I know. I don't know how to say the last name when looking at it on paper,
Okay.
though. I don't know. I'm sorry. That's my
Okay.
dyslexia kicking in right there.
2003 is that Dion Phaneuf?
No.
He was
Calgary.
like 07, I think.
Oh, again.
Aginla.
Yes.
Okay.
So, okay, you're on
2004.
04 now. And 04 is a trick question because Danny Heatley was on the cover at
Yeah,
first, and
he
then
was
he
supposed
murdered
to.
somebody. Because I have the Danny Heatley cover.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that thing's worth
Mhm.
something now.
Or I had it. I don't know where it is now.
I had a poster. I think it was 2005. It was who's the cover athlete for 2004? Like what team? Sorry.
Well, you had Danny Heatley, but then you have Colorado.
Oh, Sakic.
Yes.
Okay. 2005.
05,
Was
I
it-
know. I know 05, I'm pretty sure.
Was it a
Didn't say
Canuck?
it.
It is
Yes.
a Canuck, I'm pretty sure, yeah.
I have his
It
I
is.
have his poster. I don't remember his name. What is it?
Marcus Naslund.
Naslund, yeah. Yep. Fuck. Okay. 06. I know he's either 06 or 07. Is it one of the Stahl brothers in 06?
No.
I thought 06 was Marty St. Louis. Or maybe I'm thinking
Mm-mm.
of the 2K was Marty St. Louis. One year I got 2K. That one might have been one. What team is it on 06?
It says Tampa Bay.
Oh, was it Vinny
Was it Vinny
LeCavalier? That's
Lecavalier?
what it was.
Yep.
Damn it.
2007 was Eric Stahl.
Nope. He
No?
still
Ovi?
plays. He's still playing right now. Who?
Ovechkin.
Ovi?
Oh, yeah, it
Yes.
was Ovechkin.
Ovechkin.
08 was Eric Stahl.
Yes.
Okay. 08 was Eric Stahl. 09 was Dion Phaneuf.
Yes.
10. Ooh, 10 is tough. Was
He's
it?
still playing.
Is he a Blackhawk?
Used to be a Blackhawk.
Patrick Kane?
Yes.
Okay. 2011. Zoot, you might need to get this one.
See, this is
2000
when I started.
All right. I'll give you guys this hint. Blackhawk.
Oh, was it? Did they do? Is that the year they did Taves and Kane?
Yeah.
Both of them?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 2012. Ooh.
This is when I started.
Mm.
Like, once I started getting into college, I didn't get them as much.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay.
2012 Tampa Bay. Oh,
Mhm.
I'd have been
Steven
Stamkos.
Stamkos. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
2013. Bergeron's 15. Shoot, who was 2013? What
Philadelphia.
team? Oh, Claude. No.
Mhm.
Yeah, Claude Giroux.
Yes. Yep.
Claude Giroux. Okay. I was thinking of Scott Hartnell for some reason. I don't think they put Scott Hartnell on an NHL cover. 14. That was
New Jersey.
that was before
It had to
the
have been
PS.
Brodeur.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Yes.
Brodeur. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
15's Bergeron.
Yep.
16.
He's already been on a cover.
Wasn't McDavid, no.
Was it Taves again?
Yep.
16 was Taves. Okay. 17. God, I don't even know if I had this one. No, I did. What was it team?
I had this one too. Blues.
Oh, Tarasenko. That was the year Pavelski got snubbed. See, that was the year I made. Brandon would remember this if he's still on. Pavelski got snubbed that year, and I printed out like a fake cover of Pavelski and I put it in the sleeve of 17.
Oh my god.
18 was McDavid.
Yep.
19 was PK Subban.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
20 was Matthews.
Yep.
21 was Ovechkin.
Yep.
Brandon remembers. 22. Oh God. Was it? No, it wasn't Matthews. Was it Matthews again?
It was Matthews.
22. And then 23 Zegras and Sarah Nurse.
Yep.
Yuck. And then now Cale Makar.
Yep.
All right, Zooch, put your skills to the test. Now we're going to do NCAA.
All right.
This one, I feel like you're going to get a lot of them. Well, because they only did up to what, 14?
Yeah, but he might have to help me when I think around 09 they started doing multiple covers. So like for each system they would have a different person. I think most of them I can get, but there might be a few that I forgot.
What's the year I should start this at?
Start with 2002 because I don't remember
2002
Eric
to
Couch was 2001.
2014.
I was gonna say 2014 was the last one, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Every cover athlete in NCAA football video game history. This does not give me. Okay, it does give me names. If I just scroll, hang on. It starts at 99. Or 98? Sorry. Do you want to start there?
I'll try. I didn't get I was too young then, but.
Or do you want to start at 2000?
I don't even remember.
Yeah,
2000.
You got 2002.
Yeah, 2000.
Yeah.
You
2000 was that?
Yeah,
Eric Couch.
Start with 2000.
Was that Eric Crouch?
It was not.
2000. I don't remember 2000. What team?
University of Texas. I can give you a position.
Yeah.
Oh.
Is it Ricky Williams?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I don't remember. I didn't have that one for sure. Just start with 02 because I don't remember 2001 either.
Okay.
02, I said it was Chris Winkie.
02. Yes. Okay. And then 03.
Okay. Joey Harrington, I think.
Yep.
2004 was Carson Palmer.
Yep.
05 was Larry Fitzgerald.
Yep.
06 was a throwback. It was Desmond Howard, I think.
Yes.
Okay. 07, Reggie Bush.
Yep.
08, Jared Zabransky.
Mm-hmm.
2009 was
2009.
Is this one starts multiple?
This has 4. There's one
Okay.
for an Xbox 360 cover, a PlayStation 3, a PlayStation 2, and a PSP.
So we're in 09, right? I want to say
yes.
Brian Johnson was one of them.
No.
No, he might be next year. I think he was Steve Slayton one of them.
No.
2009. That might be one year I don't remember who was on it. What team? Or what's one of the teams?
Arkansas running back.
Oh, Darren McFadden. Okay, I know he. I
Okay.
remember that one. That's the one I had.
That was for
Darren-
the Xbox 360.
Okay, was Troy Smith wasn't one, was he? No, that was after him. That was for 360.
Um,
What?
the-
I don't.
Darren McFadden was 360. PlayStation 3. Coming out of Boston College, quarterback.
Oh my God, was it Matt Ryan?
It was Matt Ryan.
Okay, and
PlayStation 2 cover.
the other. I
Oh.
don't remember. That was we had a 360 by then.
He's from Cal, wide receiver.
Cal. Oh, Deshaun Jackson.
Yes. And then the PSP cover, West Virginia, fullback.
West Virginia fullback. I don't know who that was.
Owen Schmidt.
Okay, yeah, I would have never guessed that in a million years.
All right. 2010. 4 different covers again.
Okay,
For
Brian Johnson,
360.
I'm almost positive, was one of them.
Yes, he was on the PlayStation 3 cover.
Okay. Brian Johnson. 2010. When it gets to these multiple covers, it's so hard to remember who was on them. Steve Slayton wasn't one of them, was he?
He was not.
Or Noel Devine? Is there a West Virginia person? I'm pretty sure one of those two was on one, but maybe I'm wrong.
You're wrong.
Okay. What are the other teams?
You have Texas Tech.
Oh,
Wide
okay. Yeah.
receiver.
Michael Crabtree.
Yep, Crabtree.
I should have known that one.
Coming out of Texas, defensive end.
I don't remember who that was.
I don't know how to say his last name. Could get memed for this. Brian
Oh, Brian Arakpo.
Arakpo. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
And
Could
then
get mean for this.
could get meme for this. And then the last one for the PSP cover, a USC quarterback.
Sanchez?
Yep.
Okay. So now we're on 2011.
2011.
There's multiple
Oh.
covers again, or no?
One cover. This person was
One.
on. This player was for the Xbox 360 cover and the PlayStation 3 cover.
Okay, so they stopped making them for PS2 2011. Was it Tebow?
Yes.
Okay. 2012. Who was
Oh,
2012?
I remember having this one as a kid.
was it Baylor?
The
The cover athlete.
school?
Is he from Baylor?
no.
Oh, maybe that's 2013.
Yeah, 2013. Anthony, you want to check?
Oh.
2013 is it's Barry Sanders and RG3.
RG3?
2013, right?
2012 is
Yes.
the Alabama. He's from Alabama.
Yeah, well,
Yes,
it was
he
Mark
is from-
Ingram.
Mark Ingram.
Yes.
13 was
13
It was
you guys
Barry
said it?
Sanders and RG3.
Yes.
and then 14 Denard Robinson.
Yep.
Damn.
And
That
Who
was
do we
a lot
think-
harder to remember than I thought.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Who
you
do
did
we
good though,
think-
Zooch.
Yeah, no, that was good. Who would you want to see, Zooch, on the cover besides
Well,
Jackson?
see, I
Dart?
don't, I don't know that they're going to do someone who's in school.
That's what I was thinking
because it
too.
used-
I feel like
Like it used to be
Yeah.
like they would have just graduated, but
yeah,
or not even graduated, they just left, whatever. I think it would be cool to. I don't know, because like so many people nowadays don't even buy the actual game, like the disc.
Yeah.
That I
Mhm.
don't know if it means as much anymore to like. I think it'd be cool if they just had, like, yeah, if you bought like the hard copy or whatever, they can do it with someone who like they'll probably pick like Caleb Williams. I would guess if they go that route, if they pick someone in school, they honestly might go Shador Sanders if they pick someone in school.
Yeah.
Like him, and I think it'd be cool if they did for
Ooh.
people in school if they did Shador
Yeah.
like a Sanders cover, like Shador,
I
Shiloh,
do. Yeah.
and Deion Sanders. That would be
Dion.
cool.
That would be cool. Yeah.
But if they do like if they do that for a hardcover for like the digital or whatever they call it, just have it like rotating between different guys on there.
Yeah.
Like every time you
Or
load it
even-
up, it's like random guy.
Yeah. Well, even like how they used to do this with NBA 2K. They would do, I think it was 2K13. They had like, no, was it 13? Yeah, because they had 13 had like Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, and James Harden all on the cover, like pretty much sharing the spotlight. But you could buy the individual like Steph Curry version or Kevin Durant version.
Mm-hmm.
I think it would be cool, honestly, because of the amount of time that they've missed between 2014 and now 2024. It would be interesting to go back and do like a Joe Burrow cover or like that LSU team that was really good, or I don't know. What do you think about that?
I have a question, and then I got to get off soon because I have to be up at
Yeah.
5 a.m. But
Like,
it's gonna be so weird for people like us who have played the old ones and like call it NCAA. Like I'll still call it.
Yeah.
I'll be like, "Oh, do you want to play NCAA?" But it's not called that. And it's called EA
Oh.
Sports College Football. So now like
Yeah.
when kids start playing it
is
now, they're
true.
gonna be like, "You want to play?" I don't even know what you would call it. Like NCAA just
football.
worked so well.
Yeah.
Like, Madden works so well. 2K
Yeah.
works so well. The show works so well.
Yeah.
Like they need to. Like college football doesn't flow off the tongue. Like
No,
you
it's a
want to grab
mouthful.
some Mickey D's and play NCAA.
Yeah. I mean, I
Yeah.
think we'll still call it NCAA.
Yeah, I'll always
But-
call it that.
Yeah. That is, I didn't even realize, I didn't put that together that it's called college football.
That's
CFB
interesting.
24, 25.
You want to play even CF? You want to play CFB? I'd be like NCAA. That's what we call it. That's
Yeah.
what its namesake is.
Yep. No, I agree with that. Yeah. Well, cool. I think we got a lot of stuff covered. I don't know that anyone's going to be able to hop in either. I don't want to milk this cow if it's out of milk. So we're going to call it wraps for that. Thank you two for being on the first edition. Obviously, we'll keep doing this. I want to do this every week around this time just to kind of keep it set and know,
Mhm.
especially the people out there listening. We only got one listener right now. I think it's Brandon, if I had to guess. But I want to get, I mean, obviously, whoever can do it, kind of come on kind of thing. We're not going to move it around or, just so it's set in place. The people watching know every Thursday is going to be us just talking about random stuff.
I'll
I
put
feel like
a
the more-
guarantee tonight. I will check in live from the blackjack table or one of the tables when I'm in Vegas.
Yeah, you can do it. You can download there's a StreamYard app you can download and like be a guest, and you can do it from your phone. So if we call
Oh,
into you
that's awesome.
and you're on the blackjack tables, you might get your phone taken away.
Or
But,
craps or not craps roulette and just get people to tell me red or black.
oh my God.
That would
Dude,
be
do
so funny.
Yeah, because you can be on your phone at the machines, right?
At least on the
Yeah, you can't do it at the
Electronic
tables, but
not the actual table.
yeah, but we should do that. If you get like an electronic, I don't know, roulette table, we'll just tell you what to put on it and then maybe throw some
Go from there.
donations at it, or I don't know. We'll go from there. But thank you, gentlemen. Thanks for everyone listening. We were on Instagram tonight too, which is kind of cool. New feature on StreamYard. And then also YouTube. So stay tuned. We'll be back next week doing some more stuff. We'll cover whatever's in the news that week. So peace out, everybody. Thanks, Zach and Ant, for being on, and we'll see you guys next week.
Later.